All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for joining. And let us get started with the analysis. Let me see if anybody joined. I see one person joined. Okay, perfect. Can you please comment on the chat if the video and everything is okay? So we are about to get started. So welcome everyone and thank you for joining. We are about to get started and within few minutes. Okay, perfect. So markets are open right now. Let us go over the basic plan, daily plan. So on daily chart, just to give a holistic view, over here, first of all, I would like to thank you all for joining. And for the daily chart, it looks like we are poised for digestion today. So let's see. So the strategy going forward is normally I don't trade for the first 15 minutes of the session, and the reason why is there is a lot of volatility in the first 15 minutes. So I want to safeguard myself by not participating in the first 15 minutes. Looks like the pivot point is getting supported, so let's see. First, what we'll do is we'll draw a 15-minute range. So I follow this discipline as a trader. So I don't trade for the first 15 minutes. So I just do my analysis. I just see what is happening in the first 15 minutes, where is the volume, and all the good stuff. So chat, can you please just let me know in the chats if the voice, video, everything is clear. So guys, this is the first 5-minute candle of 6:30. This is 6:30 California time and 9:30 Eastern time. So markets have opened just 3 minutes ago, and looking from the daily perspective, it is quite stable. I don't expect a lot of movement today. The very reason being we don't have a lot of news today, apart from consumer inflation expectations and wholesale inventories. So let's see if we can have a good digestion within first 2 hours, and then we can know for sure. But I don't expect a huge movement. So this is the first 5-minute candle. I also wanted to show you today the behind the scenes, a lot of analysis. So this is my left screen. As you can see over here, it's a vertical screen, right? And I wanted to show you the 5-minute charts with a different perspective, that is the anchored VWAP. So all this is the organic price action that you see over here. And the second pan is the cumulative delta. So cumulative delta gives me a good understanding of, where are the buyers or sellers aggressive. So all of those things I look at. Then there is something over here that is volume profile, and this is what I look at, very in detail, because it shows me where the active volume is happening in real time. So as you can see over here you can only see the candle, but over here you can see where the actual volume took place in the candle and where was the exact support. So this is very important because you need to dissect each and everything, right, to get a good deeper understanding of, where the price action is happening, what is happening. So this is in terms of volume. And if you want to dissect even more, then this is the ultimate thing. So this is the footprint chart, right? In the footprint chart you can see where the maximum volume occurred, how much it occurred, what is the imbalance. So and you can see in the statistics bar the cumulative delta and the cumulative delta for the entire day. So looks like we are very much flat. There is no aggressive dominance from either side of the aisle. So we'll see, we'll wait and watch. But for the first 15 minutes I don't trade, as per my discipline, as per my rule. So let's see. But I do expect, so over here you can see this is the daily chart, right? And over here you can see that I do expect a digestion phase or something like that today. Not a huge down move, but a little bit. The reason why I'm telling this is because we had a very crazy up move over here, right? And since we don't have a major news today, we might as well get some real digestion and a sideways chop. So there is a lot of chance of sideways chop over here today at least. So my main support is sitting at 21,520. The reason why I'm saying this is because you can see the point of contact over here, that is the maximum volume has occurred over here. So that's my thesis. And over here you can see we are already forming a top heavy distribution. So what do I mean by top heavy distribution? Over here I mean all the major volume has occurred at the top portion of these candles, right? So somebody is liquidating, in a very methodical way. So we will need to see if that selling pressure is, big enough to, devastate this zone, destruct this zone and come back. So we'll have to wait and watch. But this is the, overall scenario of the day. I wanted to give you a gist, right? So these are the bottom indicators that I see. This is money flow and this is stochastics. But normally I pay a lot of attention to price action only, and that's what I use. So basically this is a pivot level, that is pivot indicator. And yeah, now let's see, this is my trading terminal where I place my trades, right? So mostly I'm gonna go today with 2 contracts, and this is my automatic order settings. I have 21 ticks, that is 5 points as a target. So that's what I have set over here. So let's see how it happens. But yeah, so far looking very stable. So far there is no major dominance of bulls or bears. But yeah, what I expect is at least we go around 500 levels and then take a support. So but so far it's looking like, the pivot level, that is the white line, is holding up. So let's see how it goes. The first 10 minutes of the session is about to get over, so we will so this is very interesting development. If I show you the right chart, so this is the QQQ chart that I also monitor, right? So this is very interesting. The QQQ on the first candle over here has broken the pivot, level, but on the second candle, that is this one, it has reclaimed the support. So for us to go down around 500 level, we first need to close below this level. So below this white line, that is the pivot point, there is no reason to get bearish. So but as I said, the theme of the day today is going to be extreme chop, because we don't have a market moving news, and that's why we'll not be able to see huge moments. So let's see what happens. And I also wanted to quickly show you this middle screen of mine, which is showing the anchored VWAP. So now one last thing that I wanted to show you. So this is anchored VWAP chart that I see on the daily basis, and what I see over here is the real support is sitting around 21,300. Okay, but I don't think today we are going to go that low, but yeah, the real support is around 21,300. And remember, we have a very big news on Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday will be very relatively stable and relatively, sideways chop. So that's the theme right now. So coming back to the 5-minute charts, I'm just waiting for the 15-minute candle to finish so that I can draw my ranges right over here, and then we can decide what's the good entry point, or should we even trade or not. So that will give us a good frame of reference. So thank you for joining. I see one viewer over here. Can you please confirm in the chat that the screen, the volume, everything is okay? If possible, I would really appreciate that. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jignesh, and welcome to the stream. So far, very slow day, and very stable. So far, no extreme selling pressure. We have a news event on 7 o'clock, that is 10:30 Eastern time. Not even 10:30, actually 10. Yeah, in 17 minutes to be precise. So let's see if we can get some movement in 17 minutes. But right now, looking like the pivot level is holding very nicely. So right now there is no cause of concern, but let's see. Today I would be, so just to give you a theme, today I would be very cautious for going long, because if I go long, then I would be very conservative in keeping my targets. So I would get out in 5 points or so. So that's the thing, because we are already sitting near all-time highs, and there is a very good chance that we will see the entire day chopping sideways. But probably one of the slowest days that I have ever seen. It's very, very slow today. So if you can see over here, the candle was 23 points, then we recovered again 20 points, and now we are just, going sideways. So the good part is, once the 15 minutes end, I will draw my range, and that will give us a good sense of reference. Let us look at cumulative delta and see who is dominant, who is not. So here's the quick observation, right? Right now, what we are seeing is buyers are dominant, but in the price action, they are not able to close above the VWAP. That is, my observation over here. Right now, I don't see a crack in delta, so I don't see sellers dominance over here. Okay, so the 15 minutes is over, and let me draw all the ranges that I discussed. So this is the top of the range, that is first 5 minutes. Okay, and this is the bottom of the range. Okay, and now last, I'm gonna draw a mid range. So almost 60 points, right? So 30. Yep. So over here, okay, perfect. So now we have established a good sense of what is happening in the markets, right? This is the 15-minute range that I'm talking about, and this is the median range. Now, upon observing, what I see is, I see there is a moving average crossover that is about to happen. So normally, this is the early part of the session. So normally what I do is, I don't want to, trust too much on this moving average crossover. So I'll wait for the confirmation. Or the other thing is, I can enter at a good price on over here in this zone, or near 28 or something, and then I can wait if it can confirm the top of the range. So that can be a good strategy or plan. So let's see how it goes. But so far, if we close above 632, then that would be good. It is very important for the price action to hold and go sideways over here and then break this zone. So do not I don't feel a FOMO to get in early. So that's just me. So I'll wait for the confirmation, and because the candle is not yet over, and we need to wait for the candles to confirm. So that's my thesis going into this trade. So cumulative delta is not breaking up, so that is looking fine. Over here, cumulative delta is good so far, no issues over there. We have news coming up in 11 minutes, that is wholesale inventories month over month. So ideally, before news we shouldn't trade, right? When we have a news event in 10 minutes, ideally I refrain from trading. So that is where I'm coming from, because today is very silent. We don't have a lot of news, only 3 to 4 items, and that too not high impact items. And so you might be wondering where I'm seeing all this. So let me just show you very quickly. So this is where I'm seeing it. This is the economic calendar from TradingView, and you can see every day when is the news, what is the news, is that a high impact news. So you can see everything over here, but looking like it wants to go up. So let's see. Delta also is looking strong. So the best of, I think it should touch the 5-day EMA, the blue line over here. Once it touches, that would be a good stab for long, but let's see. So let's see if I can have that long. I will play. I was thinking of placing my order near 632. Okay, I placed my order near 632 for quick 5 points if I can. So let's see. Looks like we are going to get filled, and looks like I got filled. So let's see if I can get 5 points over here. We still have 7 minutes left for the news. So currently I'm in a trade, and my target is 5 points, which represents $200 on the futures contract. So what I might do is I can lower my profit target and get out early, but let's see how it goes. So over here you can see it is testing 5-day nicely. So I entered around 632. And right now it is almost 628. So let's see. So as you can see, almost there, but let's see. To mitigate the risk, what I can do is I can lower my profit target or something like that, but I just wanted to give it a fair chance of playing out and do its thing. So the reason why I took this trade is because I was hoping for a bounce from the 5-day EMA, and since we have a crossover as well, that is exactly what my thesis was. So let's see, it's almost like in the money right now in the language of options, but let's see how it goes. We are hovering around VWAP, so I might lower my target, but the thing is I want this trade to play out and give it sufficient time. So let's see. Looks okay. Perfect. So as you guys can see, it played out wonderfully and I am out of the trade, out of the position, right? So let me just quickly recap why did I do this, right? So over here you can see that after the markets open, I waited for 15 minutes, and then I also waited again for this bullish crossover to actually happen and get confirmed. And then when the price came near this blue line, that is the 5-day EMA, I took a position long for 5 points. So as you can see over here, I got that 5 points and I entered. So to be exact, right? To be exact, let me show you exactly what happened. So I entered around 632 over here, and I exited around 637.25 over here. So almost it was 3 minutes and 24 seconds trade, and it was perfectly aligning before the news. So if you can see, the news is in 4 minutes. So we are out of the trade before the news, so that is a very good thing, right? And now I will just wait patiently and see if this range gets confirmed, because my high suspicion, I suspect that we will chop around sideways into this range for today. And the reason why I'm telling you this is I discussed this in my opening remarks, that we are already sitting near all-time highs and we don't have a big huge market moving news, and that is why there is a huge chance of sideways chop. So yeah, mental capital is good. I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling rushed or feeling FOMO, feeling satisfied that I obeyed my rule. That is, I didn't trade for the first 15 minutes. I took the confirmation. I waited for confirmation. So this is the methodical approach to trading that I wanted to show the viewers in the real time. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the topic. And now let's get back to the trading and concentrating on markets. So as you can see over here, let me show you the left screen, that is this one. So you can see over here we had a huge push in delta, so we tested the VWAP, but we were not able to hold that VWAP, and right now we are reversing down. So there is no extreme buying that is happening and there is no extreme selling that is happening. We are just in the range of 2 standard deviations on the VWAP, but I'm keeping a close eye on this. I'm also keeping a close eye on 3-minute VWAP, and over here the daily is daily candle is forming a doji. So yeah, that's exactly what is happening. Let me also show you the right screen, that is this one, and you can see over here QQQ, that is the ETF. Qs are also holding the P0 pivot level, so that is where we are. We don't have a dominant side as of now, but we don't need to find it. We just need to obey the rules. We just need to trade for 5, 10 or 15 points, whatever is your target, and then just follow the discipline, right? So yeah, this is what is happening right now. let me know if you want to see other charts as well. But yeah, basically whatever I'm looking at, that's the same thing what you guys are looking at. So I made sure that you guys can have the visibility on all the charts that I see, so that you get a gist of the decision making, what decisions I make, why I make it, everything. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you like it, if there is any questions, if there is any concerns, if you have any different ideas. I would love to hear your feedback and your analysis. So but so far market is just going sideways, it's doing nothing. So as expected, you know I expected this to happen today. So yeah, I'm not shocked as of now. So I just want to thank the viewers today. Thanks for joining, guys. Thank you. Really appreciate your presence. So far the markets are digesting the news in a very good fashion, not very volatile. you know Only 20-point candle on 655. So this is a 7 o'clock candle. So this candle has to be the news candle. So let's see what happens over here. This, by the way, this is not a high impact news, so that's good. But right now we don't have any active reason or really good reason to take any trade. So I'm also feeling controlled and feeling content right now. Let's see. Looks like selling pressure is coming. So let me check. Okay, not big enough. Not big enough. So over here you can see selling pressure is not that big enough, but we still have to wait. So it is really possible that we can test this mid level of the 15-minute range, and if we close below that mid level, then this crossover is going to happen. But so far everything is holding up fine. So let's see what happens. I normally tend to trust only the closing of the candle. So this is the closing of the candle, which was not that great. So let's see how this candle closes. Let's take a look at what other markets are doing. So crude oil is doing fine, sitting at $68. So that is in control. Let us look at 10-year treasury yield. So okay, so there is a downward pressure from 10-year treasury yield. It is rising, and I mean not at very big level, but still 4.186. So it's rising. Yep. So the test of the mid-range just happened. I just mentioned 2 minutes ago, right? Like there is a very high chance we'll test this median range, the dashed line that you see over here. So let's see if the markets can hold this level. But from my understanding, I think this pivot level should get tested again, because this is a very slow day. And it's good that it's a slow day because it teaches patience to the traders like me. So it's very important to sit on hands and not do anything. So wait for that opportunity, and oh, okay, we have a new viewer, Region Trades. Hey, hey, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. So Region, we just took one trade for the quick 5 points. I'm not sure if you got a chance to watch, but yeah, we just took one trade for 5 points, and yeah, with two contracts, we targeted 5 points, and we went long over here near the 650 candle, and we got the 5 points, and now we are just waiting for the market to reveal the real direction, right? Because right now it is chopping sideways, that's it. And yeah, that's the theme of the day. It is just chopping around, and rightfully so, because we don't have a big news, we don't have a market moving news today. So yeah, Monday and Tuesday is going to be very sideways kind of day, and then we have Wednesday, which is the big day, where CPI data is going to come, and that is when we'll see a volatility. So right now we have just drawn 15 minutes range and the median point, so we are just waiting. Okay, looks like it wants to go down and test 600 levels, so let's see. What I'm hoping for is a clear direction from the markets, but yeah, apparently you can see over here as well. Let me show you. The delta is also coming down, so the digestion is happening, and as long as we don't close below 580, I don't think there has to be any cause of concern. So right now price action is perfectly aligning with the pivot levels and with the ranges. So any thoughts, any questions, queries regarding this intraday action? As you can see right now, the point of control on the daily time frame, the maximum volume has occurred in this zone, right? So we are not able to go out and come out of this zone either on either side, or on the downside or on the upside. We are just chopping in the mid range. So that's exactly what is happening. Let's look at monthly charts. Looks fine. Weekly charts, we don't have much data because this is the first day of the week. So okay, this is the 5-minute volume profile. Okay, in the volumetric chart we have cumulative delta positive, but since last 1 2 3 candles it's almost negative. So let's see if the selling pressure continues to accelerate. But yeah, that's where we are. So the reason why I'm showing this, all the different screens that I have is because I wanted to show the holistic view of how I make the decisions, right? um, so that's the reason. I'm just waiting for, any clear move or clear direction from the markets. So let's see. Right now it is just forming big wicks over here. You can see this. So it's a good chop, but let's see. Right now it is holding the median line of the 15-minute range that I talked about, but there is a very heavy chance that we have this bearish crossover. We go and test this 580 level again. So let's see and let's wait patiently. Looks like it wants to go down, but so normally what happens is when there is good selling pressure, right, it forms big red candles, right? So right now it looks like it is forming a bear flag. So let's see. But there is very high chance of testing 600 level first. Let us see how daily charts are looking. Yep, the 5-day EMA is almost around 500. So far, very small choppy day, very small price range. So yeah, you have to, so we have to, we as traders have to know these kind of days and expect, delayed action. So okay, so looks like the median range is broken, and I think it is going to test the 580s low, which was uh, the start of the day or the start of the session. So now we have a bearish confirmation from the EMAs that uh, I have on the chart, 5-day and 26-day. It is very tempting to go short from here, but I'll control my emotions. Let's see if we can have a confirmation on the downside. The bearish crossover has just started, so I will wait for one candle to finish and then we'll see. Looks like it just wants to go sideways. Ideally it would be a really good short from here for just 5 points, but I want this candle to finish and then I can decide what I want to do. Right now my position is just flat. I'm not doing anything, not in any position. So okay, 1 minute left on that candle. Looks like it wants to go up, but there is a very good short opportunity being formed over here. So let's see. Okay, since it is about to close down, and since this EMA is getting formed, crossover is getting formed, I would love to go short at a good position. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going short at 12, and my target is 6, but I may cut it around $100 profit, but let's see. Almost there. Perfect. Whew, that was a quick one. So okay, so why did I take this trade, right? Let me explain. So over here, as you can see, first of all, we were about to get the EMA crossover, that is the bearish crossover, right? And what I was thinking is, in the median line of the range that I told you, if it crossovers from down, then we should at least get a 5-point down move, right? So that is why I took the short trade, and as you can see, it played out really well, right? So over here you can see like what I did. So in the second trade, you can see that it just lasted for 27 seconds, right? I took a short at 612, and I covered it or closed the position at 675, right? So you can see it's a pretty clean 5-point move with two contracts, and you can see it was done in 27 seconds. So it was really good. The reason why I'm saying this is because the earlier your trades get over, the better, because it eliminates a lot of waiting, it eliminates a lot of psychological anxiety and a lot of things. But since we did our homework, it was a high conviction trade, so that is why I took the trade, and you can see it played out really well, right? So not bad for today's session. Fairly calm, fairly controlled. And now let's see if we get any more opportunities. But as of now, if you guys are aiming for 300, 400, 500 a day, that should be enough. So ideally I should stop everything and stop trading, right? So this is a discipline. So what I do now is I'm gonna change my account so that I preserve the gains of this account, and I'm gonna trade in the different account that I have, because I have three live accounts. So that is where I'm gonna adjust, and this is my risk management parameter. So you have to follow a lot of risk management strategies, but what I would suggest is do not trade all accounts at once. So that's something that I follow. And yeah, let's take a look at the markets, what is happening. And Okay, so looks like over here, as I said like 5-10 minutes ago, we tested the 600 level over here. So it barely touched the 600 level, and it is now bouncing back. So this is a very, so for all the guys watching here, I just wanted to tell you, like, these are the kind of days which are extremely challenging, because we don't have a clear direction of the market. And when we don't have the clear direction of the markets, our job as a trader is to get out within small point ranges or small point profit, and be really really cautious. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do over here. And yeah, so far so good. So far markets are in control, not huge moves, not big moves. So let's see. Chat, what do you think about the two trades that we have taken? Any thoughts, any suggestions? Oh, okay, okay. So, region, we just took a trade. I took a trade over here for 5 points. I went short over here when this crossover was about to happen. So I took a short and had a 5 point, profit, and yeah, that's what we did. So as you can see in this account, if you uh, cut the commissions for the futures contract, it's almost around 400, right? So that's the last trade that I took. So I took two trades, right? So that's what is happening. Okay, so right now let's see if the price action can still stay below this median range. And if it did, then there is a very high chance that we test this pivot level that is P0 over here. So let's see. So far we have news in 38 minutes, so it is still far away. And let's see. But I must say, this is one of the more confusing sessions, because we are doing nothing. The price action is doing nothing. So um, it is going to test the patience, it is going to test a lot of things. But as I said, being patient and not doing, not taking a trade is a position. So it's important to learn these skills and mindset very early on as a trader. Let me know if you guys are trading the same Nasdaq contracts. uh, how's it going for you guys? Any thoughts, any strategy regarding the current market conditions? You're seeing the same thing as I'm seeing, or is there any change in views? Feel free to drop that in the chat comments. So okay, so something about my background. So yeah, I mean, look, region, I am an engineer by profession, and I am really analytical about things. So I got passionate about markets since 4 years. I started studying with fundamental analysis. I did some courses on technical analysis. I read some books, and I'm constantly every single day, watching the markets since last 4 years on intraday basis. So yeah, that's a little bit about myself. So I trade the prop firm accounts. So you can see over here, I trade, futures, Nasdaq futures, to be precise, and I trade with the prop firm. So this is the prop firm, take profit trader. So it's heavily regulated and really good. So yeah, that's gist. If you want to know something specific, then we can go into those specific things. But yeah, regarding markets, regarding trading, I do this on a day-to-day basis. Yes, and I started my content creation journey since last a year. So yeah, it's been 1 year, but yeah, learning on the go, and I just wanted to share the insights and everything with the community. So yeah, that's the value that I try to bring on the table. Okay, looks like we are about to test the pivot level, that is white pivot level over here. There is a good chance that we bounce back from 580s. So let's see if we can approach that level. Okay, delta is constantly going down. So as you can see over here, uh, yeah, so as you can see over here, delta is constantly going down. So the selling pressure is constantly gradually increasing. I won't say too much, but gradually increasing. So we need to be very cautious regarding this. So over here you can see we are about to test the pivot level, that is P0, but in my humble opinion and in my experience, P0 is not a very big great support, right? So we'll have to wait and watch and see if this P0 holds. But looking at the daily charts, I don't think P0 is a very dependable support. So what I think is, this is a dependable support, that is 21,500. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm not in a position right now, and neither I plan to do so. So yeah, the selling pressure increased just now. So you can see there is a huge delta candle over here. Volume seems to be fine. Okay, looks like there is more selling to come. Let's see. So now we have tested the second standard deviation of the anchored VWAP over here. And as you guys can see, I'm still flat. I have no positions right now. And it went straight through the pivot level. So I just mentioned 2 minutes ago that pivot P0, that is the white line, is not that much dependable, and you can see exactly why I was telling this, right? So let's see how the markets digest. But yeah, we have 32 minutes so we have news in 32 minutes. So let's see how it reacts. So there was a huge volume at the top end of this candle. So I think there is more selling to come. But because if we see a huge volume at the downside, then we can assume that okay, and an immediate support has achieved. But I don't see an immediate support over here. So let's see. It would be a good opportunity to go long somewhere near 500s. So let's see if we can achieve that. But right now, wow, so the aggressive selling is continuing, and now you can see there is a huge volume down over here. That is really nice. Okay, so I was thinking of going long at 48, but let's see. Just for 5 points again. Okay, so I went long at 48 just for 5 points. And let's see. Okay, done. So I just went out of the trade. So oh yeah, absolutely. Thanks. I really appreciate your comments, Region. Uh, yeah. This is why I'm doing this, man, live, right? So that people can learn in real time. So let me just quickly summarize the trade that I took. So I went long on 48. So the reason why I did that, right, is because you can see over here we had a very big candle that is almost of 43 points, right? We eliminated the support level over here as well, right? So normally in my experience, whenever such huge candle takes place, normally what I do is I take a trade near the psychological level. So I took a trade at 548, and 550 was a psychological level. So I was thinking, like, if I can get a quick 5 points, because normally market doesn't go down in a straight line, right? So that is why I took at the bottom of this candle. I waited for the bottom of this candle to happen. I waited for quite a long time. So this is why it's necessary. And you can see that I went out after 5 points, right? I did not be greedy, or I did not wait. The automatic order was set up. So let's see if we can get the exact. Okay, yeah, so you can see over here, right? I went long at 48. So this was the trade, right? So 548 I went long, and within 36 seconds the 553 target got achieved. So this is my logs, trading logs. So remember, in 36 seconds, whichever the trade that works very fast is probably the best trade, because it doesn't make sense to be in the trade for a long time and keep on waiting for indefinitely to play for the trade to play out. So this is what I did. This is the exact logs, right? And yeah, so far we have taken only 3 trades today, and so far we have got out of 5 points in all those 3 trades. So that's exactly what I was looking at. And yeah, so there you go, guys. Finally we had some action in the day after such a boring day. Right? So it is very important as traders that we wait for right opportunities, right? It's almost 1 hours in the session and there was no action whatsoever, right? But we still waited, right? We didn't do anything stupid. we followed our plan. So that is exactly what I want to do every single day, right? It is extremely difficult psychologically. It is extremely difficult to not do anything, right? But yeah, it's always good to remember that we are here for long term, right? Only the rules are going to safeguard us. So yeah, that was my mindset, and pretty satisfied for today. Ideally, if you guys are in profit and if your daily target is achieved, then I would highly recommend to not trade and just be done for the day. So the reason why I am here is I want to commit myself for the first two or first 1.5 or 2 hours of the session and trade live in front of the audience and in public, so this live stream helps me as well, right? I stay in extreme discipline as well because I know other people are also watching, right? So it's a two-way benefit, right? So I'm just trying to share my honest thoughts over here. But yeah, let's get back to the markets. Let's concentrate back, and let's see. So looks like the selling pressure still continues. So the selling pressure is still on. Let me show you the left screen as well. Yeah, so this is my left screen. This is what I'm seeing. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because you can see over here the distribution or the support has to come from here, right? If it doesn't hold this level, this is very important because maximum maximum volume has occurred over here. So it is very important. If the price action doesn't hold this level, then there is a very high chance we go down, right? And look at this footprint chart, right? The footprint chart shows you all the intricate details of the entire trade that is happening. So over here you can see this is the point of contact. The color scheme that I have kept purposefully for us to understand very easily what is happening. So just in case if you guys cannot see, or if you guys have a problem seeing this, you can zoom in your screens, or if you are watching on phone, zoom in your phone screen and you will be able to see everything. So one key development that I want to share today is over here. You can see in the bottom table, till now we were positive on the cumulative delta for the entire day. So the second column, second row represents the cumulative delta for the entire day, and the first row represents the cumulative delta for each individual candles. So you can see over here, now we are in a neutral zone, right? So all the gains, all the green gains are gone. So the color coding is exactly replicating what the reality is telling you. So I hope this provides a lot of value and insights into your trading analysis as well. And we did broke the lows for the day. And let me share you this. So there is an very eminent support on QQQ over here on 523. So we just reached the S1 pivot level, that is support 1 pivot level on the QQQ chart. Let's see if it can hold. But the real support for the Nasdaq contract is over here at 500, around 500. So I hope this commentary helps you guys in a better way. So I would be really interested near 500. If we touch 500, then I would be again interested to take a 5-point trade, right? So let's see. There is a very high chance of us testing the 500 level. So Let's see if we can test the 500 level. Even this 508 level looks nice to me. So let's see. Looks like 520 is holding up. So just to give you in advance what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking if we touch around, or if we have price action go around 500 level or 590, 496 or 500, that is where I'll be interested in going long. So let's see how it happens. Okay, it did touch the 509 or 510 level, but yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for the price action to come down. It will be slow, I guess, but yeah, patience is the name of the game. And right now, as you can see, I'm flat. But finally we got some selling pressure for the day. So well, region, you're not wrong if you want to buy now actually. So you're not wrong, because price action is not showing that big of a weakness. But I, being I would like to be more patient and see how it reacts. So if your strategy involves something that is giving you a green signal to go long, then by all means. But for me, I would be really interested to go long near the support levels only. So that is where I'm coming from. For the Qs, it is holding the S1 support nicely, so Qs should be fine. But I'm still waiting for either 520s or 500s. So let's see. I'll give I'll give a time of 2 to 3 candles for it to actually reveal the real direction. So until then, I will stay patient. So that is my personal opinion. It just tested the 5-day EMA on the 5-minute chart. Let's see what cumulative delta is doing. Oh, nice. So we have a push higher from cumulative delta as well over here. Nice. But again, as I said, I won't trust this, up move. If I want to trust anything, then I would rather trust this, and then second test, and then this. So I would like to, wait for that W pattern to form, and I would like to go long like this. So let's see what happens. But yeah, the first test is always very risky. So that is just my opinion. So let's see. But yeah, so far in the QQQ, it is holding the S1 support level nicely. So let's see what money flow index is doing. Oh, nice. So money flow index went oversold at this candle. This is really nice. Okay. Let's see if this push can hold those levels. So far it is looking strong. So far it is holding. So this was a big move. I mean, look at this, 58 points move, right? Not a small move. Were you able to capture 5, 10, 15 points region? Did you take the trade, or are you in the position, out of the position? And most importantly, like for me and for all other viewers, what was your rationale and what was your thinking? Why did you take that trade? That's the main thing, right? So these are the things that I share to provide and teach people how to fish rather than giving them the fish, right? So that is where oh, okay, but the good part is, were you able to capture some points in profit, right? That's okay. Perfect. Surviving is the name of the game, right? So it's good. Glad to hear that you're good. Nice. So it looks like we are in the process of forming a W pattern, as I said, like this. I would love to see something like this, and I would love to see us over here around 500 levels and then stabilizing it. But looking at the strength, doesn't look like we're gonna test that 500 level, but let's see. Perfect. Now waiting for the next opportunity. That is exactly what a trader should do. Perfect. That's good to know. Welcome, Bhavya, welcome. Trade. So far taken just 3 trades, and yeah. So it looks like QQQs are breaking the support over here. So you can see the S1 pivot level just got validated. So already made $1 million. No, man. I just made what, $600. Well, look, it's not about the absolute amount. It's about staying disciplined, doing this every day. That's the game. But yeah, I understand your joke. So yeah. Okay, looks like we are about to test 500 levels. So let's see. And the daily charts looks good as well, because we just entered almost so let me share you this, right? So if you look at my middle screen, right, this is the screen. Normally what happens is near the consolidation zone we find a good area of support over here. So we are just entering into that zone. So let's see if we can stabilize near that zone. Okay, so let's see. The low of the day was 509. And apparently there is a good amount of weakness. It looks like it wants to test this S1 pivot level, right? And I'm just waiting for that to do. Right now it is consolidating, but as we rightly forecasted, like it is playing this kind of pattern, that is W pattern, double bottom. The only thing that concerns me, or my observation, is we are forming a long wicks over here, and that is a sign of buyers stepping in. So we have to be very cautious about that. So what I can do is I can reduce my position size, right? And I can keep an order planned over here, 512, but looks like we are not even getting that level. Right now the markets is near oh yeah, that is absolutely correct, Bhavya. That is correct, yes. I mean, the whole goal is that. So looks like we are holding on very nicely. So if you see this, right, we are holding on to second standard deviation. I'm still flat on my position right now, and I'm searching for a long opportunity near 500's range, but looks like it is not breaking below 520. So let's see. My ideal entry would be around 496 to 500, but yeah, markets are right now strong, so let's see. Delta is holding up fairly well. I'm thinking of taking a long position, but I'm not getting a good price over here, so let's wait. So at 498, the S1 pivot level is there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to plant a limit order on 498, which I already did, right? So limit order is at 498, and let's see if we can get some good long opportunities. So I already placed a limit order, and looks like it doesn't want to go there. But I want to be patient, and I only want to enter at the pivot level. So let's see. It's almost 8 o'clock in California, and it's almost 1.5 hours of the session. Trying to form a hammer. So let's see. I've already placed the order at 498, so I'm just waiting for this pivot level to touch, but it looks like it's incredibly strong right now. I will wait for another 2 to 3 candles. Let's see if we can get filled. Let's see. Doesn't look like it is going to bounce, or it is like, normally if there is a bottom it should bounce heavily. So okay, it is coming near to our price zone. So just to minimize my risk, I have placed only one contract order over here at 498, and then if it touches 480, I'm gonna go again one contract long, so that my aggregate 2 contract price is gonna fall around 492. So let's see. Right now it is hovering at 5.8, very close to what we have over here. Looks like there is a lot of support, because if you look at the price action, a lot of wicks are forming, right? We don't have a big candle or a big red candle support, I mean confirmation. So I'm still waiting for the price action to touch the 498 level, because that is where the pivot point is. The support level on the Qs have already has already broken, so there is no point in doing FOMO kind of thing. So that is why I'm sitting patiently right now, and I have placed my limit order over here. So let's see if we can have that limit order executed. So let's see. Right now it is hovering around 512. Looks like it doesn't want to touch the pivot level, but let's see. Yep, just going sideways over here. As a trader, it is so much tempting to, go long over here. When you actually know that, the support level is over here. So this is the most challenging part. Always wait for the confirmation, right? Always wait for the things to play out. In my terminal, right now I have placed the order at 498, but looks like the weakness is sustaining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel my order. I'm already flat on my position. So what I want to do is I want to see if it touches the S1 level, how does it react? Mostly it should bounce after 480 or something like that, but let's see what happens. Right now it is just hovering around 500, so let's see. Very close to the target right now. Where I'm interested is near 498 or 480. That is where I'll be interested. What I can do is I can go for one contract, long, and then wait for my original size, that is two contract. But it looks like let me show you the left screen. It looks like the delta is getting flat over here. So what I'm gonna do is let me go long near 518. But yeah, looks like the bounce is really good. Let me see. Yep, the bounce is good. Let me see. So I'll put it one order at 522. If it gets filled, I think it should. 518 also would be a good choice. Okay, so I just got filled, and let me show you the screen. So I just got filled at 522, and I'm gonna keep my 5 point target if it reaches, and if it doesn't, then we already have good wiggle room, right? So as you can see over here, right now it is around 500 level. So since I have just done one contract, so I'll have one contract over here. I have placed a limit order for 496 for the second contract. Normally I trade two contracts position size. Okay, so I am in the position right now, and I have two contracts, and my average price is 509. So let's see how this plays out, right? Okay. Looks like it wants to go to touch 480s and 488. So for me, this pivot level just got cut, right? So let's see how it reacts. So again, just to summarize, I'm in the contract position right now and my average price is 509 and I am two contracts in the position, right? So let's see how it turns out. So right now it is near the S1 pivot level and I'm hoping for a quick 5-point move. So let's see. Apparently the sellers have stepped in, but I'm hoping for a quick bounce. So because we are at the pivot level, minus 21 527. Oh, okay. Looks like it wants to go down heavily, but let me see. Normally if the 480 level holds, then it should give us a good nice pullback or bounce. So apparently the selling pressure has stepped in, so let's see. Let's see how this candle closes. Normally it should give us a good bounce. The 480s level should hold. So if we go above 480s level, then the trade is still on and there is a good chance that it goes back up to 500. So let's see. Okay, the 5-minute candle is about to get over. The only thing is 480 level is very important. 480 level, if it reclaims, then that would be really good sign. So let's see. The good thing is I'm only in for 2 contracts, so that gives me good wiggle room. Just waiting over here to see if we can bounce back. Okay, some little signs of life. Yep. If it can reclaim the 480 level, that would be amazing. So that is what I am waiting for. So far looks good. Well, new day opening gap, right? It already touched the lows of yesterday almost. So That is what I think. Let's see. Well, apparently this is a very good push upwards. So far everything looks good. Guys, just give me 2 minutes, okay? I'll be back, okay? Just in 2 minutes, okay? I'll keep the screen and everything on, right, for you guys. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, so I am back, and as you can see, the push to the upside is good. What I'm hoping for is reclaiming this 500 level, right? If it reclaims this 500 level, then I would, you know, like to go long with size, right? So let's see. So chat, just wanted to confirm, you guys can hear me perfectly. You guys can see me again after I just took a 2-minute break. So okay, so my position size is 2 contracts, and we are very near to. Okay, perfect. You can see me and you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So region, I am very near to my break-even point, but my analysis is if we reclaim this S1 level over here, then there is a good point, a good reason to believe that it should go above from here. But let's see if we can reclaim it on the closing basis of the candle. So at this point I have two options. I can either close in no profit no loss, or I can add to my position. But right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. So my 5 point target is over here, that is 514. So let's see if we can reach there. Price action looks strong right now, so the pullbacks looks good. Cumulative delta is also good, so over here you can see green. Nice. That's nice, that's really nice. See, this is the good part about keeping your position size very very small. And the reason why I say this is because I'm only 1 or 2 contracts in the position, right? And the position went against me for almost 50 points, right? So I was able to bear that volatility because I was having a very small position size, that is of 2 contracts. So the learning over here is if you go with 1 or 2 contracts, then you can, enjoy that, volatility, and the psychology will not, hurt you, right? So that's the learning that I wanted to share, right? I'm almost at my break-even point. I have left my position untouched, and as always, I have kept my profit target at 5 points over here. So let's see if we can get that, right? So looks like we are about to approach 512 level, but it would be good to see if we can go to 514 instead. The cumulative delta is strong right now, so there is no cracks in cumulative delta, but let's see. To reduce the risk, I might lower my profit target over here by 110. That's one thing I can do. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have a new viewer, Black Hunter. China did good today based on the chart. As you said, it bottomed. Oh, that's great. That's great. But look, if you are an investor, right, do not look at the day-to-day, actions, right? Just monitor your positions, right? And if you are in here for the long term, then as an investor, I really think that the worst bottom is already behind us. So it is in the past. So from here, even the government over there is trying to revive the economy. So that is the base reality, right? So let's see. But it's good. If my opinions help you, then I'm really really happy, and I really appreciate your kind words. So yeah, thanks for the feedback. Okay, so viewers, looks like we are about to hit our profit target, uh, almost. So let's see. I might lower my profit target, but looks like I'm about to get filled. So perfect. So yeah, I am filled, and I got my 5 points profit, and so far everything looking good. And yeah, so just to summarize the last trade, over here, as you can see, I went long first at 522, and then the second long at 496. So my average price was 509, and I went out at 514 both the contracts, making a profit of almost $200. So that was my trade. So and the reason for my trade was I wanted to go long over here, that is this S1 pivot level for 5 points, but the selling pressure was so high that it just cut through this pivot point level, went down, and then it gained a lot of strength over here, as you can see. And over here I want to show you one more thing, that is the cumulative delta. So if you see over here, we kept on going down, but at some point over here in the bottom, right, the cumulative delta that is over here, this cumulative delta kept on rising. So I did not close my position, right, and I waited for the things to play out, right. Secondly, I was able to do so because my position size was small. So I was in two contracts only. So the volatility of 50 points, I was able to digest that, and I did not lose my calm, and I not only recovered but gained $200 plus. So that is a sign of maturity, and that is why it takes a lot of time to learn and digest and be patient and do all those things. So yeah, pretty satisfied today. Total, we have what, around 2 hours of trading today, and yeah, in these 2 hours we made almost what, $800. So again, this is not to emphasize or to brag. What I'm here for is for you to learn that with only one single amount and with only one or two contracts, if you are patient, if you are strategic, then you can make a good amount. So that is what I wanted to show. I did not want to show the absolute amount. Do not concentrate on that. But I want to show with small wins, with consistent wins, you can do a reasonably good job, right? So yeah, I just want to finalize this session. I'm out of all the positions. Wow, this is epic. Okay, so one of our viewers, shout out to Bhavya Sangvi, He has made around $420. So man. Okay. So you are complimenting me. Oh, damn. Okay, I thought you made it for you as well. So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to show you this in real time. There is no screenshot, there is no pre-recorded thing. I'm live in front of you, and I'm sharing my journey, my learnings, my experience. So yeah, guys, before I close this session, any thoughts, any questions, any feedback, I would appreciate it. And if not, then I would love to close this stream and go to my daytime job, that is 9 to 5. Right now it's 8:30 in California time. So yeah, feel free to hit me up via email, via chat, whatever you think is a good medium, and I would love to respond to you. And yeah, any final thoughts? Count of 1, 2, and 3. All right, I really appreciate all of you guys joining, and I really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for your time. I really hope that you learned a lot in this session. So yeah, without further ado, I'll close this, and even I'm done for the day. So cool. Thank you so much for joining, and I would love to do a lot of live streams in the future as well. So yeah, stay tuned, and for now, have a really great day, and keep learning, keep growing, and keep trading.